Hey guys, it's Bill from Linden, Tennessee. Well, while I'm waiting for Miss Cub, which I think we're going to call Monica, we're going to call it Mo for short. Seems like a good lawnmower name. While I'm waiting for that to get painted and put back together, idle hands are the devil playground. So I converted this box blade to a pull behind. This is pretty much how I kind of had it visioned in my head. And here are the drawings of how that vision came to life. And you're not going to believe this, but I am willing, if anybody's interested, to transfer this into a PDF and send it to you for free. So if you're wanting to do the same thing, then you can use my drawings. It's got dimensions and it's got a cut list and everything. And yeah, I would do that for my loyal subscribers. That back link right there, that's just temporary. I had to order some DOM tubing, but I got some of these little doohickeys, and that way I can kind of adjust the length of those legs depending on what I need. And as it sits right now, I can tell that I'm going to need to lengthen that rod so that I get more ground clearance on the front. I think it'll probably hit. That may or may not even matter, but yeah. So that's how that is. Let's go see how it does work. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, that's really great. And on here on my little instrument panel, I got my auxiliary, and it's kind of weird. The switch just says on off, so it doesn't really mean anything. But I use the same switch, of course, for the for my pole beam. And now that I'm thinking about it, I can't remember which way is which. But I think when I push up, the beam, like so, when I push up, the beam goes up, and when I push down, it goes down. And I kind of would have liked it to be like this, but in this case, when I push up, it goes down. So the legs go up when I push up. So and when I push down, the legs go down, which lifts the box blade up. So I don't know. I could go in here. I've got a little splice in here. I could fix that splice and wire it the other way, but I don't think it really matters. Like you can see in the video, it was pretty intuitive when I was doing that. And that was, by the way, the first time I had ever tried that. So it does work pretty good. I'm not sure why it's so bouncy. This is the same box blade that I had on the Kubota, 3-point, and the 3-point doesn't provide any downforce. And neither does this. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. Or maybe it bounced around like this one was on the Kubota. I don't honestly remember. But what I can do with this, in the same way that the top link on the Kubota adjusts the attitude of the box blade, I can adjust it here as well. So if I put it all the way down, and I want to say make it so that is closer to the ground or not as close to the ground, then all I have to do is just adjust that link, and that's it. So that's pretty cool. When I did that video, I had it adjusted kind of pointing straight down like this, so maybe that's why it hit. If I had it adjusted, hold on. Yeah, so if I lengthen that link, then it will pull the front off. Maybe if I had adjusted it so that the box blade itself was level, then it wouldn't have bounced around as much, and the cutting edge would have bit in more. And as for these little hooks, I can't lift this thing. This doesn't quite lift high enough. It doesn't quite lift high enough for those hooks to get in there. So that's why I'm thinking whenever I put the permanent link back there, I'll make it a little bit longer, and that'll lift this whole thing up a lot higher. Now when I originally had this set up, I had this sort of vertical, and this was up about 1 inch, and that made this thing raise way higher, like 10 or 15 inches off the ground. Right now it's raising about 4 inches off the ground. But just this short little, that distance right there and that distance right there had a huge impact on where it lifts. And I got that little adjuster over there so that if I wanted to, let's loosen this up and do it. So if I wanted to maybe dig in on the right side, all I have to do is just raise that wheel there, and then now it's tilted, so I could dig in further on that side if I wanted to put crown to the road or something. And it's a really simple adjustment to make. So that's pretty great. I'm pretty thrilled with that. Still some stuff I needed to do. I need to finish welding this and kind of make it look nice. I haven't even finished welding that weld on the inside here, and these here, that's not welded yet. I may rethink this also, I don't know. And I need to get the right size bolts with some lock nuts on them. And yes, but that's it. I'd call that a pretty good success. So now this weekend is Easter, Sunday is Easter, and Kevin has agreed to come in, and we're going to open the shop, and he's going to spray paint some of Mo's parts. And that'll be great because it'll be nice to have that back together. All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for watching. Short video, but we'll see you next time.